Take one, broadcasting to you live, dead, or most probably undead. Mm-hmm. Broadcasting to you from the unknown realms of Stoner Doom. This is your friendly admin. The artist formerly known as Pressboss, but now known as Arcus. So, yeah. Copyright stuff, man. I don't want to get sued by Wizards of the Coast, dude. Yeah. The name Pressboss comes from Forgotten Realms Adventures. I don't know, maybe on like page 91. He's a mage of Erie Abor. Of course, in Forgotten Realms. And I don't want to get into politics here, but the character Pressboss is an advisor to the Lord of the City, Braun. Anyway, I highly recommend, if you love Forgotten Realms, I think it's the 5th Harper book, The Crypt of the Shadow Tank, which takes place in Erie Abor, yeah. So, to all the Greyhawk people out there, sorry about this, but, to the Forgotten Realms fans, basically, what happened in the story is that the Zentarum, which is basically an evil secret society, they took over the city of Erie Abor. And, that didn't go over too well, with the people of the city of 1,000 spires, and how I do drink cheap French resistance brandy, and none of that in respect to those very brave people in World War II. But most of the time I think of it as holy water, right? So what's a cheap French resistance brandy? Any cheap brandy will do, Like I'm not talking about, cognac, you're not, nothing like that, yeah? So, I'd love to do a toast, but every time I try to, I end up burning it, So you guys, no toast this time around. And, the amazing courage of civilians in a situation of occupation is a concept that I think is worth remembering, especially if you're actual, military, remember us, lowly civilians, dude. I had wanted to enlist, but I got bone spurs in my foot, So, we're not even go there, guys. I'm so sorry to make that joke, but it's water in the bridge. Right on? Actually, that was really bad of me. But you know what? What it means to be a human being is that, we all fumble, man, We all roll the dreaded number 1 on the D20, on some days. Yeah. So, next thing to do is to attempt to open this box. I should have told you this from the beginning, which was about, 3 hours and 40 minutes ago. This is going to be an unboxing video, okay? And guys, I wish that I could do this for you guys every single day. Who knows? Maybe one day it will happen. Every day I'm coming, to you guys like, oh man, I got another box of AD&D books. Anyway, maybe I should do this. I should smoke less and drink less, and then I would actually have the money to afford, the 80s D&D materials. And let me see, what else can I say? This is pretty solid packed down. It's gonna take me a while to get off. Never mind. Nice stickers. But yeah, really, I like to buy the physical materials in groups or lots, okay? The problem with that is that when you do that, even 10 years ago, before Stranger Things and et cetera, buying lots. We're talking about spending hundreds of dollars in one go. And definitely, I'm not a rich man, but you know what? I think I try harder. Somehow rob a bank. I mean, in a good job, and I do this every day. For you guys. Oh yeah, man. We got another treasure chest coming in here. Holy moly, cramoly, man! This is tighter than a. Hold on a second. Keys to the rescue. You'd think that me, being a food bank volunteer, that I would know how to open a box. Yeah. This is the most challenging box I've ever seen in my life, guys. Holy moly. In the meantime, while we try to figure out how to open it, yeah. Maybe we should have got the thief to detect traps first, but I'm living dangerously these days, yeah. Oh man. Holy moly, come on. Alright, this is the worst unboxing video in the history of YouTube, I think. It's, dude, the joke's on me, man. I'm sorry, I can't open this box. Houston, we have a problem. So yeah, in the comment section, can you guys please give me some ideas on how to open a box? Hold on a second. C4 explosives. I don't know if that's a good idea, man. What, dynamite? Oh, I heard Gary Gygax was really into dynamite too, eh? But I don't think he was into C4 explosives, yeah? A chainsaw? We could use that, eh? Holy fucking moly, dude. Ooh, dude. We got some bonus. We got some bubble wrap. So in here, there's 20 AD&D items, basically. All right. And yeah, talk about a thorough job. The unboxing, guys. I'm so sorry about this. I don't want to waste any more of your time, so I'm gonna go to the kitchen. I'm gonna find myself a sharp knife and I'm gonna open it up. Okay? All right. You back soon? Sharp edge. All right, okay, guys. I am back. My name is Johnny Blade. Yeah.
Here.
Scissors. Nice. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Thanks. Scissors are awesome. I use them all the time when I make salads and stuff like that. And I highly recommend get some scissors for your kitchen. All right. Get in there. And to all the people who don't like the music posts, dude, just don't worry about it. Scroll down. Yeah, I'm gonna retry trip to France. Maybe tonight, but maybe not. Yeah, my first attempt, I fell asleep halfway through. Okay, not a problem. Yeah, and I know I am wearing a Slayer t-shirt. Sorry guys, I'm not married to any of the Kardashians. What can you do? But yeah, I mean, Slayer, they're an awesome example of me trying to stay on topic, how many times, how many more times should I say, that I need to remind people of the rules here, that, yes, Led Zeppelin, Uriah Heep, Jethro Tull, and Rush are always on topic here, and, Sorry, guys, that list does not include Black Sabbath. That list does not include Judas Priest, and that list does not include Iron Maiden, and of course, it most definitely does not include Slayer. All right. Now, a song here or there from those four bands, yeah, I mean, it could be on topic, but anyway, enough about that. I'm kind of obsessed about music. I'm like, holy moly, dude. 20 books, and there's a surprise to the added in too. Oh wow, the official Dungeons and Dragons miniatures. Ralph Arthur is proud to present the Basic Hero set. Oh, thank you, man. You know, I'm not gonna say his name for privacy reasons. But whew, that's pretty awesome. So we got a halfling rogue, sorry, a hobbit thief, an enchantress, a cleric, a priest, female fighter, swashbuckler, female thief, elf fighter, Rakasta fighter, dwarf fighter, and then mage. And this is for Dungeons and Dragons. It's not for advanced Dungeons and Dragons, you know. But look on the bright side, man. It's for all powerful. One day, what I would love to do is to make the mother of all lists and list out every single miniature that was advertised or reviewed in Dragon Magazine. So we're talking about, you know, a huge list that would be, I don't know, well over 1,000 items on that list. And I took a nod of the hat and a bit of respect to, you know, the miniature style of play. And the other style is theater of the mind here. So, I mean, I forget the name of the guy who does Dwarven Forge. Stephen something. But that kind of stuff just blows me away. It's like, whoa, wow, man, you know, how much effort and time goes into that. So, what's better, theater of the mind or miniatures? Really, they're both cool, you know. I would say, you know, try both out and go with what you like. And I would not be surprised if there's a lot of people who do AD&D, you know, theater of the mind, you know, except when they go to a convention, then they go full on miniatures. Yeah. I don't know, man. And yes, people are still wondering about a tabletop minis game called Unlimited Adventures. Long story, man. In one of my last emails to Gary Gygax, I presented him with an outline, okay? And it was a very small outline, maybe 1 or 2 pages. And the response that I got from Gary was, it sounds like you could run a pretty good game of AD&D with that, you know? I was like, wow, man. You know? So it's not an official blessing, but the TSR SSI stuff is amazing. Enough on miniatures for now, okay? We're going to get to the purpose. Well, man, 13 minutes and 33 seconds to open a fucking box, man. Okay, I'm just going to have to steal a dinner table. TV dinner table is gone. Alright, okay. I'm making some space here, guys. So in the box are 20 adventures, and this is really cool, man. This is in a magazine bag with a backing board right there. A1 Slave Tips of the Undercity. And yes, within this year, I will upload the complete HTML A1 to 4 campaign. Okay? Now, if you're just doing things without computers, you know, A1 to 4 Scourge of the Slave Lords, I would highly recommend, you know, go to a photocopy machine and make photocopies of all the art there, you know. I mean, the A series is not S1, it is C1, but still, at the same time, there is a lot of great, you know, imaginative, old school art, you know, here's A2, that was left out of the 1986 compilation. So, anyway, all right. Number one, slave captivity in the city. Number two, secret of the slaver's stockade. And the next one, A4 in the dungeons of the slave lords. Okay, these are tournament adventures, or at least they were initially. So they can be very, very difficult in some areas, right? And that's the thing about I think first edition AD&D. What sets it apart from the other forms of D&D, well, one of the things is that it was intended for tournament play, and I mean, if you ask me, it is Osric that is the fulfillment of the tournament aspect of first edition AD&D. It is that good. Anyway, onwards we go. Now here we have a D&D item. Okay, guys, sorry this is off topic. Yeah, I know Dungeons and Dragons is off topic here, man. This is 1974 Dungeons and Dragons, right? Okay, we have here Palace of the Silver Princess. And don't worry about the additional words, man. We all lost in the end, yeah. And here we have C1, the hidden shrine of the Moroccan. I'm guessing that you guys can't see it because of the box, but I'm guessing that the setting for this one is the Amedio jungle, or the Dio jungle. You want to shorten it? Oh, sick fish. Hi, Celestine, how's it going? Yeah, I'll still be up at 9. Yeah. Pardon me? Oh, I understand. You're at Bible study. No problem. That's awesome. Anyway, I should go because I'm trying to do a video here, an unboxing video. So yeah, phone me at 9. Okay, thanks, son. Okay, bye. Sorry about that. 38 seconds. And people who, sit in one of my games. I mean, it's just like a minute. Yeah. Happens all the time. Celestine phones. No big deal. So thank you, Celestine. And then C1, we're trying to come up, and C2, the Ghost Tower of Inverness. I've got about 8 copies of this one, guys. Why, I don't know. And so C2 Ghost Tower of Inverness is in this general area right there. Okay. And if you're doing like an A1 to 4 campaign, then what you could do is you could add that as an option. Holy moly, come on. Conan and Shane used to have this one. Ooh. And I don't know, I've heard that, a certain game designer, I'll say it like that, I thought that the second movie was better than the first. I don't know. I think the first was better, and a big part of that too was the soundtrack. Right? And also, I've heard a rumor that what they had wanted to do is they wanted to do 12 movies following the books by Howard DeCamp and Carter. Okay, and basically, for those who don't know, the Conan stories were generally short stories. Pulp fiction, I guess. And there were a lot of gaps that were there. So Elsbeth DeCamp, Lynn Carter, they come in and they publish it under Ace Books. They bring it all together in 12 books. Conan purists really don't like that sometimes, depending on who it is. But from the perspective of a 10-year-old boy, dude, the Ace 12 novel cycle. It was the greatest thing in the world at the time, you know. Anyway, enough on that for now. Oh, finally, a copy of I One Dwellers of the Forbidden City. Mm. Yeah. Oh, cool. And here we have I Two, Tomb of the Lizard King by Jim Morrison. Mm. I've never heard of him, man. I've got no idea. Jim Morrison, what kind of a fucking name is that, man? Mm. Uh-oh. Mojo Rising, okay. I hope I'm not annoying the dead too much, yeah? And speaking of the dead, don't forget the undead. Here we have I6 with Ravenloft. Mm-hmm. And I will just say that if you want to understand Ravenloft in the first edition of AD&D cosmology, maybe go see a movie called Inception. Inception. Mm-hmm. And that's kind of like the original. How do you say it? The original thing. Now in second edition, when TSR goes and makes the Ravenloft setting, the I don't know the word for it, the metaphysics are different. Yeah. But anyway, enough on that for now. And L1 Secret of Bone Hill by Leonard Lakofka. And to be honest with you guys, dude, I started the Best of Dragon thread, and one guy he said, I asked the question, okay, what articles do you guys want in the Best of Dragon Volume 7, let's say. I think Volume 6 is Unearthed Arcana, so I get some really interesting answers. And it's one of those posts that are recurring, so I've asked, the question before, but anyway, to get to the point, the one guy, he said, all of the articles by Leonard Lakofka. Dude, that's pretty heavy. Sorry, I meant to say that's pretty advanced, I'm a big fan of Leonard's stuff, and if anybody ever wants to do like a how do you say it, Lendor Isles campaign, it would be cool, get your first edition books, get all of the Leomund's Tiny Hut articles, or Leomund, I don't know, and all of those articles, if you want to find them and you're not at home with your personal library or your PDF collection, if you go to the One Online site, go to the Player's Handbook, go to Leomund's Tiny Hut, and then there's a list there of every single article that he did for AD&D. And the thing about Len is that he was an AD&D fan right up until the last day. Anyway, onwards and to the next one. Here we have L2, The Assassin's Knot. Something that maybe they would not have published in the second edition era. And you see, the thing is that as a general rule of thumb, I don't bother, or I don't want to bother, the original TSR people, so people like Tim Kask, Darlene, and stuff like that, sending them huge amounts of private messages and etc. Basically being like a super fan, which I am. I am a super fan of Tim Kask and Darlene and many other people too. But yeah, it was kind of like protocol, rules for communication. And I look back, however, at Leonard Lakofka with a little bit of regret, that I didn't spend more time with him, talking about AD&D and things like that. Anyway, never mind. I could go on all day long, seriously. Maybe as a charity thing one day, I'll do it, man. I'll sit down uh, and I'll do like 24 hours of me talking about AD&D, and then all of the money can go to help. I don't know, an orphanage in Chicago. I don't know, Blues Brothers, right? Raising funds. Here we have N1 against the cult of the reptile by Douglas Niles. And thank you. A lot of these I already have. And so the doubles are going to my nephew, or half of them, something like that. Anyway, to the next one, S3 Expedition to the Barrier Peaks. Of course, the Barrier Peaks are around here, okay? And collectors and fans in general note that there are differences in the different printings, okay? This is a later printing from the year, 1980, but yeah, it's just something to keep in mind. Let me see, time check. One of the things about D&D gaming, it turns out like this. Well, first edition of D&D gaming is that in the year 2022, sadly, we're seeing a lot of our friends, uh, move on, to the next life, I guess you could say, to try and, have a good outlook on things. Yeah. It's part of the natural cycle, but oh man, years ago, my friend had a character. His name was Trevor. The name of the character was Eliminator. And he had powered armor from S3, a flying city armed with nukes and stuff like that, and it was done in a binder. And the total intricacy of it, everything done with mechanical pencil and everything like that. So I hope that somewhere in Vancouver, BC, up in Canada, that someone has saved that character sheet. Yeah. Hey, dude, I think you only saw stuff like this in the 1980s. You're running a game, and okay, guys, let me take a look at your character sheets, right? And then one guy thinks got a full entire binder. Yeah, there, dude, this is my character sheet. On the table, yeah. These days, I've heard instead of flying cities armed with nuclear weapons, that it's backstory, whatever the hell backstory is. I got no fucking clue, man. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So we're gonna go to now U1, the Sinister Secret of Saltmarsh. And I have a copy of U2 under this. So here we have U2, Danger at Dunwater, by Bono. What kind of a name is Bono? Bono. I don't know. Who knows? Anyway, we have weird names from the 1980s, yeah, I guess. And then we got UK1, Beyond the Crystal Cave. And this is interesting for many things. One of them being the stats, the quantification of the Green Man. So this song, Green Man by Typo Negative, is always on topic here. And then if anybody asks why, then you can just say, hey man, check out UK1. Awesome. Over there. Yeah, guys, I seriously would love to do this every day. If I smoke less, maybe I have half a chance. Yeah? And then here we have WG4, the Forgotten Temple of Thrisden. I know absolutely nothing about this. It's a good example of how I don't read adventures. And the reason why is because, well, of course, I love to DM, but I like to be a player too. So I would love to, be in a campaign or a small mini campaign, S4 and WG4. Never mind with that. We're gonna keep on going. The Forgotten Temple of authorized them. Awesome. All right. And then we have here X1, the Isle of Dread. This was included in the expert box set. All right. So this is the blue cover. All right, guys. There's an orange cover as well too, eh? And the thing is, it's technically off topic, but it's all right, man. You know, it's from the 1980s. Speaking of technically off topic, oh wow, dude, I was hallucinating. I thought it was DA1 Adventures in Blackmore. Actually, what it is an REF1 Dungeon Master screen. Man, that is super cool. And I think what you just saw there is the ultimate temptation, you know, to run games using the second edition AD&D rules. You know, however, I was born on October the 1st, so I'm thinking, well, dude, you know, I'm stuck with first edition, which is a great thing too. And here we have some cool stuff, and it's the last three. We have here Best of Dragon, Volume 4, all right, which is my favorite of the 5 that were printed. All over here. And you should see my working copy of it. It has totally fallen apart, you know, just from referring to it, you know, so much over the years. And everybody out there knows, or most people do anyway, that, you know, one of these days, you know, I make a step towards it every day, man. So I'm talking to myself. Well, one of these days, what I'll try to do is I'll try and get like a homebrew. It would be a different game, but a game that is based on the first edition era of Dragon Magazine, you know. And yeah, we're talking like, I don't know, 1977 to 1989, around there. And then here we have the Best of Dragon Volume 3. Okay. The Best of Dragon Volume 2. And this, oh my, that is pretty decent condition. A lot better than the one I have. This one is important because of the articles by Gary Gygax from the Sorcerer's Scroll. And, oh man, you know what? Just to get into the spirit of things, I'm gonna go get myself a Dragon Stout. Okay, I'm looking at the time of 32 minutes. And just to celebrate Dragon Magazine. I shall be back hopefully sooner than later. Alright, okay. Back in the bottle opener. And I'm just looking at my sack. I got it. Sorry guys, this is a tradition, an actual tradition that I have in the videos that I do, is that I walk off camera, you know, kind of like the Paranormal Activity movies, yeah. And, let me see here now. Alright, I got my favorite stout is called Dragon, and it's from Jamaica. Jamaica is a continent in the Caribbean Sea, you know, that kind of thing. So, of course, Dragon Magazine, Dragon Stout. I try to get no more than one, eh? And I collect bottle caps, too. So, I don't know, for another 6 minutes I could go on about stuff. The items that I showed you just recently, they're not for sale yet, okay? I mean, I have doubles and triples and things like that, so one of these days, you know, I think it would be cool to have a thing in the Toronto public library system where, you know, they give a room, you know, the whole entire room just dedicated to D&D and AD&D, you know? And if that ever happens, I mean, it could, maybe I should, you know, Ask the Merrill Collection and or Ask Ed, you know, uh, because there's a museum in Lake Geneva, but it would be kind of cool to have one up here in Toronto too, you know. Um, how would we fit it in one room, you know? But yeah, kind of like desks. When I was younger in high school, Ed Greenland, Ed, he likes this. Ed. He worked 10 minutes north of my high school, right? So I would go there every day and, annoy him with questions about the Forgotten Realms. And he was very patient and tolerant. But there were a couple days that I was just so stoned on my mind, man. I had to walk up the second floor, find the nearest cubicle, and just take a nap, you know? I just hope that, back in the teenage days, I hope that I wasn't snoring and, disturbing people in the library. Good old days, man. Other than that, well, what's there to say? Yeah, I mean, every time I post some music, there seems to be, complaints and stuff like that, and people are like, "Oh man, I thought this forum was about first edition AD&D," and they actually have a very good point there. So, with the music stuff, I try to keep that to maybe about 4% of my posts or something like that. And I think overall it's going to work out for the better. I think there's a concept of being the best, man. And I actually got a comment months ago from someone who said, "Hey man, first edition AD&D is the best AD&D group on Facebook." To continue on from that, then it's just more and more effort as time goes by. I don't want to do something that's second best. There you go. And here I would love to thank all of the people who post here. And I know we have a bad reputation in the general Dungeons and Dragons community, apparently, but you know what? Fuck them. I'm not gonna start singing names or something like that, but believe in yourself, man, and if you have a dream, a little bit of blood, sweat, and tears every day. And other than that, what can I say? Oh yeah, my 50th birthday is coming up, and if I'm very lucky, I'm gonna ask for a plane trip to San Francisco. I've been there before, Haight Ashbury, picked up some LSD, and man, that was pretty weak LSD, what can you do? I don't know, make a complaint? I don't know who you would phone to make the complaint. I don't know, man. Maybe phone the mayor. Yeah, I forget. I'm just visiting San Francisco. I bought some LSD, dude, at Haight Ashbury, and dude, this was just the weakest LSD that I've ever had in my life before, And the old hippies will get that joke, I hope. But in San Francisco, there's the archive.org. So I wonder if there's actually a physical location. So what I'm going to do, hopefully, this year when I'm 50 or around there, go down to San Francisco. Well, isn't there like a hippie song? Called Going to San Francisco, something like that. And of course, the Led Zeppelin song, Going to California, as well too. So that would be amazing, to sit with these guys, have a couple of beer, and say, "Hey, man, this is an external hard drive. It's something that I made for fans of first edition AD&D. Can you maybe back it up for me 10 times and post it if possible?" Kind of legacy, that site. It's been more than a decade, and I still work on it pretty much every day too. And I don't want it to replace the physical copy, and I don't want it to replace the PDF. But if you want to go deeper, that site is there for you guys. And that brings us up to about 40 minutes, and here I will end this video. Remember the standard, uh, farewell, man. Fun, friends, and imagination.